Thank you for joining us today, Mr. PM. It was great to have you on our PC Insight podcast to discuss the concept of realism in international relations.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
Can you tell us more about realism and how it shapes world politics?
Realism is a theory that suggests states prioritize their own interests above all else, including morality and international law. It assumes that the international system is anarchic, meaning there is no central authority that governs relations between states. Therefore, states must rely on their own capabilities and strategies to ensure their survival and security. Realists also believe that states are rational actors who pursue their own interests above all else, and that the pursuit of power and security is the primary goal of foreign policy.
That's interesting. How does realism compare to other theories of international relations?
Realism is often contrasted with idealism, which is the belief that states should pursue a moral and ethical foreign policy, even if it means sacrificing some of their own interests. Realism, on the other hand, suggests that states should prioritize their own interests above all else.
Can you give us an example of realism in action?
One example is the US invasion of Iraq in 2003. The US claimed that it was invading Iraq to remove weapons of mass destruction and promote democracy, but many realists argue that the invasion was really about enhancing US power and securing access to Iraq's oil reserves.
That's a great example, but what about cooperation between states?
Realism doesn't discount cooperation entirely, but it suggests that cooperation only occurs when it serves a state's self-interest. So, for example, two states might cooperate to counter a common threat. This cooperation is not based on any shared values or moral principles.
Thank you for explaining realism to us, Mr. PM. We appreciate your insights on this topic.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure to discuss this topic with you and your listeners.